Well, being I got so much wire off of that old coach tractor, we had to order one of these wire strippers. And this, I may or may not take all that long to demonstrate what this does, because I don't even know. And it may not work. If it don't work, I'll send it back to them. I'll save all the packing material just in case. I will say it's heavy enough. Come out there. I don't know if there's anything below that or not. No, there is a crank or something there. This goes on the, this is the, let me get this out of the way here. Put this back in here just in case we do need it. That goes on here, but I don't know how to plan on using that. Look at that here. Well, the key is, the key is gone out of there. If we get it over here, put it over there, save that little dude. Because some people say these ain't like they're cracked up a bit. Well, this is what do you call that? Creworks. Front and back. This must be the front right here. There's supposed to be a thing in here to rig up where you can use it on a drill, and of course that's what I prefer to do. Being lazy like I am. And I think these plates are something to do with putting them on the front here to guide your wire through. May have to check on that. Alright. Well, I guess this goes in here if you so desire to use it. Alright. Okay, here. This goes on here. So you can use your drill on here. You probably can't see it, but I got a picture on here if you want to manicure your fingers. You stick it in between them two cogs in there. No, that's probably not what it's for. Alright, let me see what we got here. That's a crank handle, which we don't want to mess with that right at the moment. I'll put that on here just so I don't lose it. Okay, let's see here. That's supposed to go on here. So we'll put it back here so we don't lose it. Come on, get on there. This video might be a little longer than I usually like to do because it's going to take me a while to organize this. Let's see, if we put the drill on here like this. One guy turned it like that so it would be up against the table when you run it. Okay, I'm probably going to need to put it on the board. Probably going to have to mount it to the table here because what's wrong with it? Because I expect it'll be. Yep. Well, I'm not going to do that. There's this one over approximately the same amount. There we go. Now let's see if that'll work. Maybe I misjudged. There's that one, and there is that one. Okay, it's going to be going that way. I'll pull that way, so. Now. Okay, let's try like this. There. I'm sure it'll have to be readjusted a little bit to probably not set for that wire separately. So I don't know. We're going to go a lot out here so you can do that. There a little short piece of that. So how are you going on like that there? That's almost too big for that one. Well, let me just see how this works. Well, there's another bolt. I thought the short chain, but it isn't. Which is pretty. Imagine it straight probably works better. Anyway, wait a minute here. I'm sure you guys have seen these on here. Actually, that's really the wrong. If I got it the right way, the wrong way. Okay. Now let's just see what do we have here. Obviously, you got to pull the wire out yourself. It doesn't have a way to separate it. But I'll tell you what, really, so far I kind of think this is all right, really. I'm not promoting it because I don't get nothing out of it, but other than the fact that it seems to work. If anybody have got some copper to do, I seen the Okie Scrapper had one of these. I don't know if you ever looked at his video or not. He's a scrapper in Oklahoma, which that's what he basically does for a living, I think. And he had one of these. But yeah, this works pretty good, really. Can't say it don't. But well, I guess we about got the gist of the whole thing. You could put a crank on there if you want to, but why not just use your drill? I use it on low speed. There's no sense in going through too fast. But we got a bunch of little wire. I don't know if that's going to work for a little wire or not. Some of them said it don't really, but we'll see. It's got a hole here, a little bitty hole. So later on we're going to try that, but we don't need a video, so you got the idea how it works. Pretty simple, basic, and I think it's $69, something like that. And of course, if it don't work, you can always send them back. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little bitty. Probably a little longer than most of my videos, but might be interesting. Well, that pile of copper is what I got out of that old tractor wiring and everything. It's electric motor and all. I think there's some more around it, but I don't know what I did with it. But what's over out of battery? This creworks, or however you pronounce it, well, actually works good on most everything. It won't do that little bitty stuff, like this stuff here. I haven't got to do that, but something pretty close to that will do. This bigger stuff, it works pretty good. If you get it started. And it cut through it pretty good. Now I'm going to tighten it a little bit and go ahead. There we go. Pretty much went in the same line. A little trouble getting this started where it comes through. It cuts it all right, but it's just that insulation kind of tough and to get it started. If I had I don't have a stripper big enough to, one of these things, big enough to do this big wire here. But if you did, and you strip it back just an inch or something, then you'd be a lot easier. So I know everybody's gonna say, well, that thing ain't no good. Well, it beats the heck out of stripping it with a box cutter or burning the wire off, making a little stink, and plus such a mess your wire up, your copper looks terrible when you get done with it. I mean, I've done that a lot before, burned it off, Here in town, I don't want to try that no more because, first off, I don't want to smell it. And I know everybody else don't either because it's really quite nasty. Make sure you get all the little strands started, and it makes it easier too. These I'll just cut it off and maybe it'll start that way. Then, usually, it'll pull right out of there, see? And it's not really a problem. I cut it 2 times here, so it wasn't ripped twice. But it's really pretty handy for that. I'll say this bigger stuff, this might be a little smaller than that. Looks like it is. I'll crank it down just a touch. See what happens. There you go. Whoop, back here. See, now right up here at the top it didn't do much for it. Down here it did. And there again, right there on the very start, you have a little problem. I've got some bigger clippers there, but I really didn't want to cut completely in two if I didn't have to. I want to get started. It's kind of, as the British would say, fiddly, but it's not that bad. And especially if you're not doing anything else. I mean, if you, like me, I ain't really got no job or nothing. Not everybody probably thinks I'm lazy, but I did spend 30 years in a print shop and the other part working on lawnmowers and cars, so it's not exactly like I have been on welfare, none of that. That's not the case. But put in all them years, and I think it's about time to unlax a little bit. And actually this, to me, is really kind of fun. I mean, and you make a little money, you don't make much. I may have said this before, because I had a different video I started with this. The guy at the scrapyard told me that if you strip the wire off, it's about $3 a pound, and if you don't, it's 30 cents a pound. So there's a big difference there. And that one there, see? So in order to do that, I'll make it easier. I'm just going to cut the insulation off of there. And I ordinarily would probably cut this off, but I'm going to leave this on kind of a handle. Because I don't want to let that thing suck me in there too far. What I should have done was screw it down a little more. Like I say, it's not a, well, I don't know what happened there. Don't even act like it cut it, does it? Well, what we'll do is we'll cut this, well, we'll cut it off of these, because they're somewhat better. And then I'll come back to this later on when I'm not doing anything at all. Ain't doing y'all any good at all there. Can you see here? Let's see, that's bad. Come down just a touch. I guess you see that. Alright. We'll put this thing back on here. Well, while we're here, wait a minute. While we are here, let me see if I can find a light. I'm sure I can't. Let's see where they are. Here's one. In case you haven't ever seen inside one of them things, that's what it looks like. It's got a V-shaped deal down here and a nice slitter. Well, I work in a print shop, they had slitters everywhere, so you cut paper, but the wire goes down in here. You can see it. And these teeth kind of bring it along. The bigger works better. Anyway, that's what the inside looks like. 5 cents worth of wire there anyway, but every little bit adds up. Well, okay, I guess about enough of this, because I may trace some off the first clip I did yesterday. We'll see how that goes. Okay, well, thanks for watching.